Beep, 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 beep. Switch account. I'm almost there to 500, which means I'm gonna have to at some point do that thing. I don't know how the lore video is gonna go, but I am gonna make a lore video. I think that's what people voted on. You know. Okay, what's next? I want this. Go live. Entertainment, and I'll click on gaming instead. Warframe, there. Okay, everything's set up. I'm cold today. I know it's like summer. I'm cold. Oh, yeah, turn my light on. There we go. Live scene. There we go. I should probably adjust this. Hold on, never mind. Hold on. Look forward. Click the button. There we go. Click that button. Press space. There we go. Alright. We are ready. I am ready, Urali. I also apparently have mini milk. Because today is Saturday. Everyone's favorite time to sin. Yeah. I think I'll put on my Sunday dress tomorrow. And try my best to be good. For the points. We're doing Netracells. And we're also doing Deep Dive. Usually that's a Wednesday thing, but I had to do some stuff. Let's see. So I want this Urali. And I want, if I remember, I'm gonna go check. Oh yeah, Barrel's here. Sanctum Anatomica. 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 There we go.
One must make the best of things.
Okay, I want to go to this Lloyd up here.
A well-oiled machine is truly a beauty.
Okay, you.
Lloyd has tasked us with finalizing several experiments, and there will be no coming back until the job is done. We are alone. We must conquer or...
Damn it. Hold on.
Master Entrati's experiments are under threat from the Murmur. Nay, rip
Hey,
from
Swarm.
his teeth all that
How's it
he has
going?
taken and teach him this. That woe shall be his soul.
So I need Angstrom. Angstrom. There's somebody. I know somebody who doesn't like the Angstrom, which is interesting. How are you doing, honey? Okay. That's good. So I want Stouta. Not the Stouta. I want. What's that? I think it's the flower one. I could also go with the Opticore. Stephalos. Yeah.
Several experiments are threatened by the Murmur as they near completion. We shall protect Master Entrati's good works via a
Yeah.
three-phase response. Prepare well.
That sucks. Yeah, that's unfortunate. You can stay to the in the stream and see if we can feel better. That sounds like a good idea. That's my cigarettes. I need someone who can be tanky without much effort. Where is he? Because I have to have sorry, I have to have certain stuff. Okay. Appearance. Rock hard kick. Got Wukong Prime? Yeah, I do. When? That was a couple of days ago. I think it was like after last Sunday's stream, sometime. See here, so I'm using the Angstrom. Doing the Elite. Relic, yeah. I don't think I rushed him though. I think I built him normally. You missed that stream, yeah. No, I didn't do it during that stream. I got it like after, when I was playing on my own.
Yeah.
For some reason, I've been doing really good alone, but do I have? Did I start the mission or am I tripping? You wanted a blueprint? Yeah. I know.
Tenno, I need your help to help Lloyd. It's what Master Entrati would have wanted.
There we
Prepare for all phases.
go. We could probably try again later.
Bird
I think Sunday would be a good idea.
what I wouldn't give.
Is that concrete voice? Yeah. No, that's I think that was the deer. Right, a jet ski. Oh, nice. Okay, yeah.
Should we fail, the
It's
enemy
concrete.
succeeds. If the enemy succeeds, the mana falls. The mana will not fall. Crucible marked.
Okay, we need to get people in here. In here. We're not doing this on our own, no. We need slides, yeah. Oh yeah, this is his role. His role is just sliding. You'll be there? Yeah. Alright. I think we'll have space for you as well. We're waiting on a third and a fourth. Oh, I think we got people, unfortunately. Use this steel path, yeah. This one's easy as well. Because it's mostly just killing things. Sadly, you can't enter, yeah. Oh, it is the steel path. No, it's, this is regular. This is, the deep dive. The deep dive is not steel path. But, it is, you do have to unlock a certain ranking with the caveat first. That's a big status proc, Jesus. There we go. I think someone's got it. So I'm not gonna do it. Whoa, okay. That was not me. The person on vents is tripping. Yeah, we got. Oh. Sorry. There's someone's vacuuming, so sorry about the noise. What? The girl left? That's dumb. I'm so glad this game mode gives you a choice of 3. Just because, like, if it gave me a choice of like 1 or 2, I would probably not have as good of a time. Also, yeah, 9 seconds of cooldown for rolling guard is actually enough to go down. I actually got hit during the cooldown. That's, no, what? He was immune to damage! That's not fair. That's so dumb. Did we get him? I think we got him. need toxin and cold. Sorry, I had to focus there. There we go. I think there should I think because I do know somebody who's colorblind. They should see if they can have like a better way to see this stuff, because that person doesn't like this game mode because he can't see any of the colors. Which is interesting because he has the version where he injured his eyes. Yeah. Also, according to him, he can also only hear from one side of his head. So, yeah, that guy's all fucked up. He had several injuries over his lifespan. I started thinking about that every single time I play this game mode, actually, because I'm playing it a lot. It's been in the rotation a couple of times. No! Woo! Got him. There we go. We should be fine. Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Shall we proceed?
Proceed. What is this one? This one's probably not going to be too bad. Remember correctly, it's survival is the last one? No, exterminate is the last one. This one is survival. Take a look at my girlfriend. She's the only one I got. Da 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 da. Yeah, this one is far away. Jesus. Why are you so far away? Better be home alone, or I'm not coming. Ooh, duplicate. Okay, something funny happened. At least to me, it's kind of funny. Someone commented "freak" on one of my videos, and it was somebody. I think his name was Slave Ukraine, and my brain immediately went to like, wow, people with the positivity inside of their names are usually the ones that have like the least positivity, you know? At least I think that's what Slavi. I think it's positive. But every single time I see something like positive in someone's name, they always like are the ones who lack positivity. Oh, like I guess like I could probably go there since I think I should be able to do it appropriately. But a good example is like religious stuff. Like whenever I've met like people in religious stuff, and they always have like something really like hopeful and positive as their name, but they tend to be like some of the most negative and hateful people I've ever seen. They will only be positive if you agree with them, but if you disagree with them on something, they are super hateful. And I'm like, wow. I'm not trying to bring you harm. I'm just disagreeing with something you're saying, or I'm expressing my opinion, and my opinion is different than yours. Oh. Also, another one is like, whenever someone's like, whenever somebody has like this thing where they talk about something that they believe in, sometimes you run into this weird situation where it's not entirely them who believes it. I heard about this from a couple of people where someone would like have an opinion that's based on like the opinions of others rather than forming their own opinion. I think there was a teacher who got in trouble for that though, teaching kids how to form their own opinion. And the way he did it was actually very interesting. He asked them the question, like, do you find this, what was it? Transphobic? Like, do you find this transphobic? And what about this is transphobic? And then it turns out the kid was like, oh no, that sounds positive, and it's just like sharing of a opinion that's, but like saying that they are supportive. And I'm like, oh, so there are just people who just don't form their own opinions and just because they like somebody. Which is interesting. I don't know. It's just something I like watching sometimes. Is to connect with the outside world. And to see what people are doing in their lives. I try not to get too far into it because I know that that's like an outlier in how people act. It's not entirely like in no, let me say this again. It's kind of like a thing that kind of sort of isn't like entirely a big deal, since it mostly is just like a social thing that I'm not a part of. So it doesn't necessarily directly affect me. So I try to make sure that like I don't get too angry about something that I'm not involved in, you know? That's how I can talk about something and not get upset, because it doesn't necessarily involve me, you know? The only time I do get upset about something is if I am involved and it's something that I caused. That's what gets me as like somebody that's like angry or sad. I don't like causing problems for somebody. It makes you feel like I did something wrong, you know. I don't like doing things wrong. You know. But what I've learned about that specifically is that there's some people who just want to be angry, rather than them just having like an actual like viable opinion or viable viable criticism. I think there's also some people who are like, oh, I like this thing, so no matter what, I'm gonna defend it. Oh yeah, like Warframe community and Hunter Munitions is a good example of that. Like no matter how you go about it, even if it's like something way more way more put together than me, if you say that you don't like Hunter Munitions, people are just like gonna hate you for it. I learned that like the hard way, especially since I didn't formulate my idea very well. I guess that doesn't help. I was staying in this area because I was fighting that, just fighting enemies. So yeah, my bad. Let's get the fuck out of here. We need to like go together. We need to be together. And there we go. They went over there. I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay, formulate their idea better than me. You can't hate Hunter Munitions, because people just love it that much. Meanwhile, the Glaxion Prime, the Tenet Glaxion, has this slight issue where, because it doesn't have enough crit, it just doesn't get slash proc enough. And the fact that it just doesn't do that much damage, so what ends up happening is you get small slash procs and a small amount of small slash procs. So at least on the Glaxion, Tenet Glaxion, it's not entirely like the greatest situation, you know? People and opinions are very interesting. One thing I've learned that is very, very interesting is some people say like it's human nature is like a logical thing. Human nature is like super, super illogical. Like, because it's like a mixture between like, it's basically a really, really smart animal. And that's kind of sort of how you have to treat it. And a really, really smart animal that listens to its emotions like an animal. That's just like a disaster waiting to happen most of the time. Why does he want me specifically? He actually came after me of all people. And that Dante is dying, I think.
Air is clear. The threat to Lloyd's current sequence is almost nullified.
This Netracells has
Just
been
one
kind
last
of
thing
simple.
to take care of.
This slow boy. There we go. That works. Thank y'all. Thank you. Yeah, bitch. Hey, Telforge. Lots of blues. I keep getting lots and lots of blues. I know there's somebody who kept getting lots and lots of reds. But I got lots and lots of blues.
last-ditch effort. Emphasis on last. Wipe them out!
Did that fucker just explode on me? What an asshole. Oh, those things just explode on you now. That must be one of the modifiers. Da 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 da. Where you at, Gruzzling? I was actually thinking about making an animation about the Gruzzling eating somebody out. But, I decided not to. Because I kind of sort of don't know, I don't know how to get a hold of, like, I don't want to, like, design the Gruzzling. And the fact that, like, I haven't been feeling like making adult animations for a while. Motherfucker! I should have hit the one on the right. Ow, bitch! We're doing exterminate, but like, there's not that many enemies. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm also currently kind of curious as to whether or not those people that were, that commented about wanting to see me today was, true. Scary lag spike? Yeah. I think, yeah. There's also this thing of like, there's some sort of sandstorm stuff that's freezing me in place. I'm not entirely sure if that's like part of the game, but it might be. It seems to be part of it. It seems like making me glow a little bit. Also, if it is part of the stream, then that's kind of unfortunate. The fuck? Oh, is it the enemies dying that's doing that? Are they bursting into like snowy bits that freezes me in place? Yeah, that's exactly what's happening. When they die, they turn into snowy bits. I don't want that in my face. Those hand guys are gonna be irritating. They're exploding. I'ma shoot your face. Your face. I do not want to find a necromech today. Live a life of luxury. Oh yeah, that's this. Affinity game. Whoa, necromech. Necromax need a nerf? Yeah. Necromax! Oh! Whoa, 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 whoa. Ow. There we go. Yeah, Necromax have issues with their damage oscillation. The thing is they didn't used to have damage oscillation, but they decided to add it to them for this specific thing. Hey, fast food! How's it going? Add-oh. Yeah, I have pre-roll ads, unfortunately. There we go. How's it going? Yeah. I lowered the ads to just pre-roll ads and every like hour or so. And it's also like the lowest it can be. The hell? Yeah. Because I'm not necessarily in it for the money. What the fuck? There we go. That's crazy. Anyway, ooh, is there somebody down? No.
Construct. Construct. Are you all right? I saw on the screens. Construct.
We are all fine, Lloyd. Thank you. As are Albrecht's experiments. I shall see you on my return.
It's nice to have, yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It very much is nice to have. Every once in a while I'll get a $50 check. Because it's the bare minimum. Ugh. Yeah.
Well done, lads. Well done.
Oh yeah.
I dare say the murmur is quaking in its ambulators. Oh, what with the hiding of?
What do we get? We got Archon
We've had
Shard.
a few setbacks, but we are going
We're
to
using
crack
for
on.
your VTube. It's called VC Face, I think. VC Face is a free program that's completely free. It just takes a little bit of getting used to. There's a lot of settings, and it also has automatic emotions. So if you don't have a resting bitch face, you should be able to have your character not have a resting bitch face like I do. Yeah, but whenever I put automatic emotions on, I have just the most resting bitch face look on my character, as if I'm mad about something. But it's just because I have a hard time seeing what's in front of me. I'm not entirely blind, but I do have like blurry vision, sort of.
Yes.
I'm nearsighted, but my computer is just like not close enough to me, you know? Okay, we need Netracells now. That was fun. So back. There we go. And now I want the Atomos, just in case. I'll remove that. Yeah, let me... I've been really liking this Ureli. She creepy. She a creepy girl. Creepy girl, I think the one thing about VC Face is I think it's intensive on your system, but when it is intensive on your system, the VC Face is the one to go down to start slowing down first, which is good to know. So you do have to lower your shadows, I believe.
Are we
But it's
heading out
mostly
then?
graphics card.
IMO, solo's a no-go. All right.
Solo is a go.
Is ours. Maybe we can.
Geek off the geek. Are we geeking today? Are we geeking today?
You got your glyphs. So, hit the terminal to exit into the labs. Take your key glyphs and get to it. Come on. The Netracell is hidden somewhere in these labs. Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals. They'll tell you where it is.
If I remember correctly, there's a way you can... Oh, I think it is actually that way. Yeah, it is this way. There we go. I remember figuring out a way to find them without getting all three. Let's see. Da-da-da. Head to the third one and search past it, yeah. Yeah, I figured that out by doing it. The furthest one, then we go this way. I think I found it.
That's the Netracell. Open it. Right door, wrong key glyph. Try a different one.
Yay. We need the Rhino because the Rhino has all four. Or if we're lucky, the Mesa has it. Come on, Mesa, do your thing.
Wrong key glyph. Try.
We're not lucky,
another one.
guys. We're not lucky. That is unfortunate. These are such fancy labs that it probably took them for fucking ever to build this place. Mr. Rhino, what you doing? Oh, I thought something was gonna pop up.
We ain't done. Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
Yeah. There we go. Where you at? There we go. Oh, there we go. I see it. It's so tiny! UI bug go burr. Hey go nya. Wait, yeah, nya. There we go. Do we have a speed boat or a slow boat? There we go. I'm not dealing with a necromat, guys. Not happening.
Something's going on with necromites. Trying to lock this thing down. Take them out. We ain't got all day.
Go fucker. Shooting a necromech in the face. I'm not entirely sure why the Netracells are a thing, but we had like this theory that it's literally just like something for us to do as we're waiting for, as we're searching for him. But then again, that would be like too gamey. So there's probably like other reasons why that's a thing. I know like sometimes like games will have like gamey reasons for things just to like show that like somebody's like smarter than they look. But I don't think that's entirely the case here. I mean, I had a theory that what's his face? Parvus Granum was trying to, in his own weird way, trying to help us, but that wasn't entirely the case. Instead, he's just a dick. And it's all driven by like how the sisters of Parvus treat us. It's as if they have a massive like obsession rather than a hatred, which is really interesting. Even with the liches, it's kind of sort of like that though as well, but you can sometimes chalk that up to the fact that the queen is just fucking weird, or I guess like Grenier in general are just weird. So I guess like the Sisters of Parvus would be considered weird too. Probably how it is. I'm reviving you as your rally because fuck you. I don't know why it took a long time to revive him though. Whoa! My dude! They killed Maradona, so I had to figure that out. She cannot be summoned without a whatchamacall.
Albrecht didn't want anyone in here. I want to know why.
Yay.
Not what I was hoping for, but that could still come in handy.
What the fuck? Oh, I'm underneath I was underneath Maradona. Maradona's fat ass was holding me down. Go.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Krita.
Mission complete. I did that deep dive in less than 30 minutes, I think. No, look. So that would be like 40 minutes. It'd be like 40 minutes. Because I started immediately.
Which I believe you will find quite engaging.
Meow.
You in the mood for a little... Hey. How long someone has to live? All right. What's
Also,
his is ours.
I actually wanted to discuss like the difference between like not discuss but mention the difference between Twitch streaming and YouTube streaming. Twitch streaming is more about like consistency when it comes to being inside the algorithm. Oh, see, look, a Urelli. We fucking exist. Anyway, well, my brain. She broke my brain, guys. Oh wait, yeah. So, Twitch is about an algorithm that focuses on consistency and whether or not you are a partner versus whether or not you are an affiliate. And the fact that most people search for like highest views anyway. Or like recommended, which is like based on your search history, right? But not based on your watch history, if I recall. But no, it's based on the tags that you see. Essentially, YouTube is different in the fact that YouTube is based off of the audience that watches your videos. And so what they'll do is they'll show your videos and your streams to people who have watched similar stuff. And so what ends up happening is when you're a streamer, just like when you're making videos, branching off to a different game is much more difficult than you would think. Mainly because of the fact that it's recommending you to people who have watched similar things to other people who have watched your stuff. So if you're gonna go from like streaming about Warframe to streaming about like a gacha game like Genshin Impact, it's not as easy. It's gonna be like recommending your shit to a bunch of people who don't play Genshin Impact until a bunch of people who do play Genshin Impact start watching your stuff, because it's all about the related stuff, related tags that your audience is watching.
The right key glyph.
So that's actually why I have to find a game that's like Warframe if I'm gonna be playing something else. So one of the huge mistakes about like branching out that a lot of people do on YouTube is they switch to a different game while also making it, unfortunately, not related to the last game they played. And believe it or not, a good example of like people getting it looking at something and being all like, oh, being confused. There's a lot of people who do variety content, but what they're not looking at is what kind of variety content they do. Basically, the variety content that they're looking at is either reviews or somebody who just plays games as like just straight up gameplay. So it's not that they're doing variety content, they're actually just doing review content, and that's different. Variety content is more like a streaming thing where you bring your audience to go with you for like certain situations, and that's a Twitch thing. But YouTube thing is more like, hey, I do this, and this is why people come here. And so, you know, you have certain tags depending on what people are watching your stuff. It doesn't necessarily matter what kind of tag you put down on top of the video. It matters what your audience is looking at. That's like the big difference between Twitch and YouTube. The algorithm works differently. I do technically do both, but I'm mostly a YouTuber, so I'm falling under like the YouTube algorithm issues, where Twitch is all about consistency and how many people are watching you, but YouTube is based on who is watching you and why. That's one thing you can probably keep in mind if you ever want to go streaming. That's another reason why you would have to choose between the two. Twitch for more freedom or YouTube for more consistency? Which is why a lot of people will actually make a new channel if they're going to be branching out. In some cases, they actually shut down their original channel because they have moved on completely. I've actually seen this. People going from one channel to another, but after playing one game and after their other channel gets big, they shut down the other one because their whole entire point of doing the other channel anyway was just because they didn't want to play the game they were playing, and that's a really smart way to do it. However, I fucking love Warframe, and honestly, I'm one of those people who hope that this game lasts for a very long time. So I'm kind of sort of stuck with the Warframe audience, and I have to figure out what other games the Warframe audience is playing. Literally, the closest thing would be Destiny, but Destiny players and Warframe players hate each other. So that's why that's actually the reason why I don't play Destiny, is because I want to stream it. But legitimately, the two different types of players kind of sort of hate each other. Which is why I'm hoping that the First Descendant cultivates a more of a positive relationship between Warframe and the First Descendant. That way I can play the First Descendant too, you know? 'Cause I want to play the shit out of that. I want to main Volby. Volby is cute. She's literally just here ready with a massive ass. She got that badonkadonk. She got the squish. She got the badonkadonk and the squish because she has thighs too. My thing is, like, why does the wholesome character always gotta be the fucking most, the one with the cutest butt? Actually, to go on a bit of a tangent, you know Noelle from Genshin Impact? If you look up her skirt, she has a cute fucking ass. And I'm like, damn. Noelle does have that bubble. I'm just like, why the cute characters just gotta have the cute asses? I guess that's part of it. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Can't break. Is there? There we go. Oh. He just got booped.
What's going on with necromites? Trying to lock this thing down. Take him out. He ain't got all day.
Necromites. You know, it actually does feel very good to have my favorite frame more likable. Because she ended up getting way more popular after people said she was fixed. And she actually is. And not only that, but like, I've seen a lot of people using the board. And that feels kind of good too. What the fuck? Why are you not... What the hell, man? Why you have so much health? Do they usually have that much health? Oh, I didn't have it galvanized because I didn't kill enough things. Okay, never mind. The first kill is always the hardest one. It gets easier over time. But if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Oops. Oh my god, that's actually like... That actually makes galvanized mods make sense. Because it gets... each kill gets easier over time. And... But if you don't use it, you lose it. That's crazy.
Not what I was hoping for, but that could still come in handy.
It feels really good to see her. I like this shotgun. I want to hop on the board now. I want to use Mariluna. Did I just fucking win?
Another job well executed.
Another job well executed. Yay. Is that a can?
We've had a few setbacks, but we are going to crack on.
Oh, I missed it. I missed the GG.
Bird 3. Hi. For an old guy to build, perfect.
That dumpy bottom. Imagine being a bottom. Oh wait, hold on. Speaking of being a bottom, hold on. Where did it go? Oh, wrong thing. Where'd it go? Bunny! I got the bunny. It's Easter time. Word up. Oh. Knife step. Pentug Void burst. Wampari.
Only one way out of the anchor hold. Use that terminal.
Big cab. Big hob.
If you want to find out what Albrecht was up to in that Netracell, you'll need one of each key glyph.
Meow. 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 I'm gonna yell at you. Meow. Let's go.
The Netracell is hidden somewhere in these labs. Sniff it out yourself or get control of terminals. They'll tell you where it is.
Meow. There we go. There we go.
Using the key
I
grips
found
will
it.
open the Netracell. So be ready.
We ain't done! Local threats are triggering a security override. Clear out the uglies to pop the door.
Zoomies! I have the bunny hat and everything. Yeah. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Oh, he's down below. Down below. Down below. Ow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Let's see. Are we ready? I'm ready, you're right. There's no enemies. There's no enemies! Ah! There's also something down there. Eee. There we go, there's one. Stella. Anybody racist? Maybe. Oh, apparently, Eugene, yeah, not Eugene, Texas, Eugene, Oregon, which is where my grandmother is from, has a lot of, like, racial things. And I'm over here like, ew. Which is unfortunate. Oh, also, I think I mentioned this before, but I don't think I like really got like deep into it. According to what we've seen, Oregon legalized all drugs, and now they have kind of sort of an epidemic of people just getting blasted on the side of the road. Because yes, there's places for them to do it, but they're just gonna do it wherever they feel like it. Hey, Cute Bro, hi, how's it going? But, it's a really, it's a kind of weirdly serious situation because
Your hands are tied until you knock them out.
I don't know what the hell they were thinking with the whole let's legalize all drugs thing, but there has been a lot of overdoses and a lot of like basically whatever drugs cause is just happening so much worse. I have no idea what the hell they were thinking. Was definitely not thought out very well. According to some people, what they were thinking was, oh, if we legalize it, it no longer becomes taboo, so nobody's gonna want to do it. I don't think that's how that works. I thought it was how it works for the longest time, and then I heard about what happened in Oregon, and I'm like, yeah, not great.
Don't quit now. Gotta know what's in that Netracell.
There seems to be an inadvertent thinning of people, though, because the stupid people who be addicts. No, okay. Let me roll that back. The people who be addicts, they are dropping, I would say, in a nice way. They are dropping hard. So yeah, I might not know what you're talking about. Video? No, I heard that from my mother. Because I heard that from both my mother and my grandmother. My grandmother lives in Oregon, and she was like, eh. Although it could be like wrong. I know like when I was talking doing I mean, you know what the video you talked about? Oh no, I didn't hear it from a video. I heard it from somebody who lives in Oregon. Did I get him? I think I got him. But basically, they kind of sort of like, yeah. My grandmother lives there, and she was talking about how they legalized it in somewhere, and there were like issues. I remember hearing it from my mother about my grandmother saying that they legalized it all. And there were like some issues that were happening. At least I think so. Cause that's what my grandma was saying. She was talking about how like it's pretty bad over there. Although she doesn't do it, so she doesn't entirely know the whole situation, which I think is true.
Additional firepower.
Although there's one thing that I noticed is that no one is talking about it. So I don't entirely know if it's true. Because my grandmother also believes in aliens. So she believes that. Okay, she was talking about how a child was able to play like Mozart at 2 years old. And I said straight up, it's like, that's a savant. That kid's like really good in music, whole things, which is not entirely impossible. And she said, no, it's an alien. And I'm like, okay. So that she could just be like a conspiracy theorist, kinda. That could also be very
Not what I was looking for.
accurate.
But if you're happy,
You
I'm
know.
happy.
We love news boomers, yeah. Cause she said, okay, here's the thing that tipped me off that she was just sort of tripping. Is she mentioned how it was the History Channel, and I told her straight up, the History Channel doesn't do actual history or actual news. It's all about entertainment. And she was like, nah. I was like, no, like, the History Channel literally made a video, which they made a movie about how they found dragons, and no, they didn't find dragons. It turns out, from doing like some research, that they actually faked that video, that movie. There's a whole documentary about dragons and how they found a body in the mountains or something, and they're able to dissect it. Turns out, however, it was all fake. But there's some people who believe that still, that they found dragons in the mountains somewhere. Ain't they fucking crazy? But yeah. Old people are hilarious sometimes, but sometimes it gets weird because she really does believe these things, and she's hard-headed. So if you try to talk to her about it, she won't believe you unless you're like, it is actually the thing. It's the same thing with my mom. It does not matter if you're an expert, because she won't believe the experts, because she'll believe the TV rather than a government official. Which is hilarious. And I'm like, to be completely honest, who is more qualified? An actor on TV or a government official? I know sometimes they do lie, but everybody lies. Everybody does. So, but who has the credentials that are saying that whether or not they should be believed on something? You know? It's like going to your doctors, getting told that you should stop smoking and saying, "No, me smoking is making my lungs stronger. If I don't smoke, I'll die." I've seen that before, by the way. What doesn't kill you makes me stronger, and I believe that thoroughly, so I'm gonna keep smoking so I can be healthier when I am older. Proceeds to fucking die at 40 because cancer. Or has to get cancer cut out of their lungs and finally realizes, oh, I should stop smoking because the doctors were actually right. I guess not. I guess I could replace that government thing with historian. Historian is the one I'm probably supposed to be using. My bad. But official historian, an actual scientist that does history, I think they would have more authority on the situation. Should I use a different style? McDonald's, Bunny, Ghost. What's this one? Oh, Stalker. This one. I'm not sure what this one is. Oh yeah, the Conqueror one. The Conqueror one. I'll use this one. I want to be pink today. Wait, I need to see that poster. What energy color did she have? Oh, it doesn't show it. Yeah, that looks about right. Yeah. One's a princess and one's a knight. I need to change Maradona too. I did change Maradona. I changed everything. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is there a steel pass thingy right now? Alchemy, ew. Oh, Void Flood. Wait, what? There's 2 Omnia Fissures? I didn't know that could happen. But this is Void Flood. And that one's Alchemy. Wukong. Okay, let's see. Survival. Oops. Oh wait, am I not on Steel Pass? Okay, maybe this so. Oh no, I took myself off of Steel Pass. I want to do this. Oh, Disruption. I'm gonna go get my Disruption weapon. Thug nasty. Was he a nasty thug? Actually, I actually got back to thinking about that, but I'll probably mention it again just because I think it's kind of funny. What drives me kind of crazy when it comes to when it comes to like people in the internet is like every single time there's somebody with like super positive thing as their tag, they always just gotta be like the most unpositive people. I think the most positive people I've ever seen is somebody who actually has like an RP name. Believe it or not, if they have an RP name, they tend to be like super positive and weirdly logical.
The hunt is on, Tenno. The synthesis scanner is detecting a
But
potential target.
what I have seen is, for one, if they have like an authority figure in their name, they're usually kind of ass at the game. And what's another one? When it comes to like somebody who has like when somebody has like numbers, they're usually just somebody who not numbers, but like there's a jumble of letters. It's usually somebody who's like kind of been around a while, like a boomer, essentially. And that's interesting to see a internet boomer. Actually, internet boomers are a little bit more interesting than an actual boomer. An internet boomer is somebody who's been around since like the square computer monitors, which I think technically I would be like that because I was around, not around like I was around during like the yeah, exactly. You remember those fucking square computers? And that's like around like in your 30s or something, right? It's when somebody like uses the internet as a tool rather than a lifestyle, or a little bit of a mixture of both. Because like, it could be your lifestyle, but you mostly use it to learn things rather than just to experience the world as like the internet world. I was taught to use the internet as a tool because information is literally a click away. So yeah, it's like that's why a lot of like a lot of like 30-year-old guys who have a YouTube channel tend to be like, they tend to try to teach people stuff because they literally just have the information right there, you know? Oh, that's not it.
Looks like Alex was so keen to make the sale he didn't close every back door. Greed makes a person sloppy, hotshot. Remember that. Enjoy the boost.
I've been back when making music easiest way YouTube instead of going to college. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, what the fuck? I actually turned off my ability and blocked it. That's not supposed to happen. There we go. Yeah. When it comes to like college and stuff, I don't entirely think, no Fiari, yeah. I don't notify, yeah. I think legitimately,
That's it. It'll be a perfect
college isn't necessary for like a life, because a thing that I noticed about living your life is that you don't necessarily have to be like super successful. It's probably weird to say since like a lot of people wouldn't believe it, but it's kind of a young person's way of thinking. I think legitimately it's just like, yeah, it's just pyramid scheme, yeah. Essentially, like, people say, oh, you gotta be successful, you gotta be strong, you gotta fight for what you believe in. I think it's more of a thing of like, you just gotta do good by yourself, because it's kind of a thing of like people keep like trying to be like successful, but the thing is like they never really. It's mostly because they spend too much time listening to other people, I think. But in my situation, it's like I don't need to be fucking successful. I just need to be happy. Because when I actually looked objectively inward, I was like, do I really value being successful? It's all about what you value, right? Because you're not going to be happy if you just do what somebody else values. Because it's not necessarily what you value, you know? And that's it. That's like the important lesson that I got like a while ago. And it's like, oh, but you spend a lot of time trying to make other people happy. Yeah, because it makes me happy. If it didn't make me happy, I wouldn't feel like I'm getting anything out of it, so I wouldn't spend time making other people happy. That's like the truth of it. And one of the things about being in that sort of situation is you gotta be able to recognize when somebody lacks the... Yeah, it's when somebody lacks the need to be happy, where they just want to be angry all the time. That's kind of like a thing of like, legitimately, it's like, don't waste your time on someone like that. There's too many people who waste their time on somebody who doesn't want to be happy. So, especially since like it's just somebody who just wants to complain about shit. I see that like way too much. It's like, dude, you don't have to make anybody happy. You don't have to make everybody happy. Just the people you can. Spend enough time on your own instead of just reflecting, essentially. If you reflect on yourself objectively, you should be able to figure it out. And what is important to you, not what is important to your mother or your father, or what's important to like some stranger on the internet, you know? I guess like, oh yeah, and never forget, somebody who's a voice online that happens to be in your Discord who actually respects you, that still is a real friend. It's just somebody who isn't like somewhere and you can talk to face, you know? And that's what I learned. Yeah. And so never let your parents tell you that talking to people on the internet isn't a real friend. That's what I learned as well. You learn a lot of things when you actually try to think about things on your own, honestly. There we go.
Getting a little hot. Gloves are coming off. Got another round in ya?
I actually learned this from Mr. K a couple of times because I've actually listened to this with Mr. K sometimes. I think I forget what it is. The Healthy Gamer is what his channel is called. But his whole thing is that like sometimes you just gotta put the internet down and just like chill, man. And focus on yourself more than focus on other people. I know it sounds like super selfish, but you can't help anybody if you're not doing well. And that's kind of sort of why it's best to focus on yourself a little bit more. That's why I did, and I feel better, yeah. It definitely helps. And I would say to anybody who's like listening in on this and says like, oh, does that mean you just gotta forget about everybody else? It's like, no, it just means you need to spend some time thinking, reflecting on your own situation and do what you want to do rather than what everybody else wants you to do. Oh, what? They leave? They did. Enough. That one I have been having a hard time, I actually, in the beginning I had a hard time explaining. It's not do what makes you happy, it's focus on yourself, because, focus on the things that you value, rather than like focusing on what other people want you to value. I think that's like the better way to say it. Being happy is very difficult. When you're surrounded by people trying to tell you how you're supposed to be happy. That's like a interesting thing. Sometimes you just gotta turn off the entire internet and just go lay down, think about stuff, listen to music or something, reflect. That's what it's called. Okay. But I think the most important one that I know is you only need to be successful if you value successful. If you value success, then you should see if you can try to be successful. But if it's not actually you who values success, then you don't have to be. Also, on the game, did you know that Maradona used to be shut down by those enemies? But because it caused so many bugs, they actually made it to Ureti is immune to those red auras. She actually just straight up immune. Not only that, but I found out through testing it that damage vulnerability does not work on acolytes, but it does work on everything else that they can get into. Because acolytes are immune to most types of abilities that have something to do with damage. I kind of wish it worked on acolytes. Then your ready would be super OP, but I guess it wouldn't be fair to like Nova. Because Nova also doesn't work for Nova either. Oh, 2 bite assessment. Where'd it go? Where'd he go? Where is he? There he is.
Alright, it's getting a little hairy. One more round, what'd you say?
I think that, actually, something that's really interesting is that I think legitimately some people are like think they need a therapist when in actuality they just need guidance.
Here we go.
And that's like the thing that I focus on a lot, is that I'm not a therapist. I'm somebody who can give you advice. Even though I'm not a professional, I have been around for a while. And you know, I'm fucking old as fuck. And I have gone through things that I can have as like a jumping off point to like be all like this is like here's advice. But I also have this thing where I try to make sure I give you the freedom to do it, because one thing that you never want to do is try to force somebody to do something. You can give them the information, but you can never force them to do something, and whenever you try to force them to do something, they'll fight back. That's just how human nature is. So, give you the freedom to follow this advice. However, it's completely up to you whether or not you value the advice enough to follow it. Because I'm not gonna force you to do anything. Is what I learned from my teachers, which I do agree with, is learning is a two-way streak. But the one thing I will not agree with, which is something that they believe, is I'm not gonna force you if you don't want to do it. I'm just gonna make sure that you want to do it first, and then I'll give you the advice. But I'll just randomly spout advice for no reason, just because that's the way. I need to fill in the silence of the video anyway. So I try to make sure it's as wholesome as possible. I don't want to like constantly talk about sex. If I constantly talk about sex, then I'm gonna get banned. No.
Performance improvement? I'd be looking that Cupidon in the mouth.
Yeah. There we go. Gotcha, bitch. He says, "Oh, I'm fucking dying," and I'm like, "Yeah, you just got shot in the face. Of course you're dying." There we go. Okay. Oh, I missed. Oh, what? Oops. I thought I clicked the reload button. I thought I clicked the reload button. I did not. I think the other guys left because their builds weren't performing. But I could have carried them. At least I think. Yay. Do I have the purple one?
Demo unit looking to depart this mortal coil and take you with it. Keep it clear of that conduit.
There we go. Meow. Depression is real. Oh! Get this! Okay, so... So, I think I mentioned this before, but like, I'll mention it again. Like, my niece is here. Apparently, she moved in. So she actually moved to Hawaii. She's one of the nieces that, I didn't like at first. But according to my mother, it was always like a thing of like, we just had to separate the two because they were like jumping off of each other. And like the other one was a bad influence on the littler one. And it turns out that's actually true because my niece is a lot better of a person than I thought she was gonna be. So now I think legitimately there's only one niece that I'm not a huge fan of. Then again, I haven't talked to this one, but I do know that she is a better mother than my nephew's mother. Well, yeah, she's a better mother than my nephew's current stepmother, which is interesting. And you can tell by the fact that whenever they both do the same thing, they'll hit their head on something, and only one of them will go to mommy and go, "Bah!" But the other one will hit their head, turn around, go hee 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 hee, and then continue doing what they were doing. I think legitimately, as someone who has been really spoiled and knows how much it can actually fuck up your life, I ended up like very much being against spoiling kids. One thing I actually know is if you treat a baby like a baby, they're gonna act like a baby. But if you treat them like they know what you're, if you treat them like they know what you're talking about, they will actually do this thing where they actually will know what you're talking about because they learn from you as the adult. So if you treat them with like a regular human being, they'll act like a regular human being.
Can't do anything about that last interference routine.
My nephew was speaking full sentences at like 4. And apparently, like, there's a bunch of kids who just don't do that. And I'm like, huh, did I accidentally raise my nephew right? And apparently, yeah, because he's also like one of the most successful. He's in band, and he's literally one of the best band members there because he actually puts in effort. Because I told him straight up, yo, you wanna achieve your dreams, you gotta put in effort, because you actually have to chase them if you're gonna be grabbing a hold of them, you know? You can't just like sit there and wish. Just wishes, you know.
And you're juiced. Nice.
So he ends up putting in effort and stuff. And he ends up being like one of the best, literally the best drummer on there. So they're trying to get him to go into an actual band. And I told him, like, if he wants to, he could probably do a YouTube channel and do covers. And he could end up getting big enough to like make a lot of money if he ends up like doing it correctly. But if he puts in enough effort, he can. And he has the skill. And I think my nephew is actually getting ready to like to be successful, which is nice. And he does value success, but mostly in like if he enjoys something, he wants to be good at it. So it's not entirely like, oh, I wanted to be the best of the best. It's more like he just wants to be good at the things he likes. And yeah, he's doing really good, which is nice. Where is the demo unit? I'm proud of helping raise my nephew, because apparently I'm a lot better at it than I thought I was.
Betrayers anyway. No man. Care for another kick at a conduit?
I think
Right. They're back.
Oh, is he fucking dead? He is dead. I did not even notice he was dead. It's just me and him too, so I really hope I don't fucking die. Did I not get... There we go. Did you see that? It gave it to Maradona, not me. Oh, that's what the glitch is! The glitch is that it gave it to Maradona, not me. So Maradona has these things now. Let's see, I think 6 is fine.
Check, ejecting.
Let's go, nasty. You nasty bitch. Nasty. Yeah. Oh, he didn't even give me a GG. That's unfortunate. That's fine. Do I have anything else to do today? Da, 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 da. I'm trying to do things like other than survival just because I know I'm well known for survival. I just want to try something else. I can also do these. Barrel is here. I already showed what barrel has. Okay. Pink gun. Look how cute this thing is. It's just a little ball. Or a little ring. It's a little pistol. It thinks it's big and mean, but it's just a little pistol. Can I max this out? No, I cannot. This thing has no crit chance. Let's go Shiver. Shiver me timber. Okay, where is... What are we doing today? Okay, let's do 1 survival. I think that would be good. Oops. Let me see something. Alchemy, Void Flood, okay. Alchemy. There's a lot more people doing Mott, I believe. Ah. Alright. Was it Cora? Who was the Cora? Oh, it's Doug Nasty. No. I could be wrong though.
Life support on the way.
Mr. AI. Corrosive and cold.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
You did deliver a note for what capsule. Nice. Cute little pistol. There we go. Your AI is down. No. Oh, they're both. Oh. Huh? What? Oh. The spin, according to what I learned, does not show up on the screen for everybody else. Interesting. It's just client side. I do like the spin.
Operative is making progress. This will help our cause. When you need it, extraction is ready.
I got you. Oh.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option. Life support has been replenished. Another life support capsule is now available. Extraction is ready. Life support activated.
There we go. Got him. Boing. Oh yeah, I actually... Did I ever like reveal this build? I think I revealed like a half made one. Got you.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction.
I'm actually glad I'm not host. Because if I was host, there'd be so many more
Life support
enemies.
activated.
And this guy wouldn't be able to make it. Also, the cold proc enhancement is gonna also include an enhancement to Shiver.
Critical life
The
support
Shiver
levels.
is
Extraction is
damage
your best
vulnerability
option.
based on it's damage vulnerability based on how many cold procs there are. There's also direct damage as well, but they're gonna raise the amount of cold procs you can have in total to 10,
Life support has been replenished.
which means the damage vulnerability of Shiver is gonna be bigger, which means Shiver builds are probably gonna be a lot better for like secondary. There's probably gonna be a lot of people who say it's like not good, but I'm gonna see if I can prove them wrong.
The longer you fight,
Because it is
the more
damage
successful
vulnerability,
you will be.
although damage vulnerability doesn't work on acolytes, so.
I've delivered another life support capsule.
He just fucking left.
Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option.
Let's go to 15, because I meant to be here for a while anyway. Oh. That was unfortunate.
Life support has been replenished. extraction is ready.
Why is the code going up to 9? That's weird. It's not supposed to go all the way up to 9.
Life support
I don't think it
activated.
is.
Life support incoming. Another life support capsule is now available.
Okay, I have to be wrong about that damage vulnerability thing.
You are running out of time. Consider extraction.
No, I don't think I am. Because they scale off of how many people are here, right? So that means... I think that definitely means that those bubbles can affect them. I need to check the damage vulnerability mechanic on the wiki.
Life support activated.
Yeah, I'm gonna put 2 of them. This is...
Life support has been replenished. Additional life support has arrived.
There we go. I don't think the damage vulnerability works with AoE. So I'm wondering if I should be using this to compress the... I'm not entirely sure if it does or not, because every time I test it, it's against medic bombards. But I think medic bombards are like different.
Get ready for a capsule. Critical life support levels. Extraction is your best option.
There we go. I don't think he even said anything. He just left. This is unfortunate. Poor guy really did just struggle though. I do feel for him.
I've delivered another life support
So I was with this guy in this group. And he left because he couldn't, like, he kept dying. I think it was a hero. I'm not sure what his name was, but there was a hero with me.
Very good.
Yeah. I decided to go to 15 just because I meant to go, like, at least to 15. Okay, let me see. So I have, looks like 40 minutes left. No, 50 minutes left. What am I gonna do? That's like a, just like a very interesting question, actually. Hey, kitty. Hey, poopy. My cat and my dog are in the room now. I'm considering just taking a nap, later. Because I did decide that I do want to, like, just relax for a bit. Not even watching new videos, I just want to relax. But, not yet, because I didn't reach my 3 hours yet. The 3 hours is for Twitch. But, I also think 3 hours is a good amount of time to be streaming anyway. It seems like a minimum for a lot of other people too. It's when you're streaming for like 8 hours is when you have a bit of a problem. Okay. Ready to kick bottom, apparently. I kind of want to go here. Like, I've been wanting to go here, but there's actually a lot less people coming here than I would like. Oh, there we go. No, never mind. It almost found me a group. I tried to. My mom said she would wire me money because I paid for the restaurant last time I went to a restaurant. So I should check, because we spent like
your enemies have
$120 there, which is a lot of money. And I was like, God damn, we spent $120 here. That's not entirely like great. I kind of want to get like a group. I think this is why you're supposed to be putting your. Yeah, I think legitimately the reason why I'm having trouble going to the right is because my roll button is on E. Oh.
Our foes have compromised the habitation systems. How predictable. Stand by for life support.
God damn the damage. I know I can be here for an hour too with this setup. Damage, yeah. Gotcha. Oh, also, you know there's some people who thought Ass Ketchum was a play on words with ketchup, not catch them. It's ketchum, not ketchup, because I guess like they had it to where Pikachu had an obsession with ketchup, which is interesting. Then again, there's this one thing where Ash Ketchum's name in Japanese is not Ash Ketchum. It's like, I remember what it's called. It's like, it starts with an S. But like, it's something completely different. The reason why he's called Ash in America is because America has this weird thing of like, when they translated the anime, they tend to change names or localize it. They've been doing that since the beginning of anime though, so. I mean, technically we're lucky that Naruto is known as Naruto here in America. Honestly, localizations have been getting better over the years, where they've actually been allowing more and more of the Japanese culture into it. But back in the day, you used to change a lot of shit. I'm pretty sure like some people know about the jelly-filled donut when it was actually a rice ball. I'm not sure entirely what the rice ball is called, but it's like there's a certain name for it. But it was not a jelly-filled donut, it was rice balls. Okay, here we go. Holy fuck! That bitch is dead! Jesus! Oh, my dog's eating my food. Maybe that's not nice. Well, I wasn't gonna finish it anyway, so it's fine. Fucking explode.
Looks like you could use a bit of life support.
We could use a bit of life support. I think legitimately, the one thing that hasn't gotten better with localizations, actually has gotten worse, is implementing the worst parts of the culture. Because there's like implementing like good culture and implementing bad culture. But legitimately, I think it would be much better if they just didn't do it at all, honestly. And just translate it. Because there's a difference between translating and localizing. And they like, legitimately, it's much better to translate than localize. It's I think one person's argument with like the localizing thing is that the language is different, so you would hear different things. But my thing is like, there's not a one-to-one comparison, but there is close enough. But a lot of the time, it's not the fact that they're getting close enough. It's the fact that they're just implementing things that isn't there, you know? Like something as simple as, oh, I just felt like making a slight change to my fashion turns into, what was it? Something about like fuck men or something like that. I'm like, what? And the one thing about that I do agree with is that isn't that character supposed to be a god? How can you subjugate a god? Like her whole thing was like, oh, I just don't feel like wearing that today. You know? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. My brain goes weird places sometimes. Oh no. There we go, we got it. I wonder how long I'm gonna be able to redo this, because I am currently just coasting right now. If I could get a group, that would be amazing. I think I'm sweating. Am I sweating? Yeah, I think I'm sweating. I should probably change. I need to strip. Hold on. I need to get to a spot that's safe. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I should say I need a shirtless model. Technically this model is shirtless, but tube tops I guess count. See, that is the tankiness I'm talking about. Mara Luna, when you give her armor, is so tanky. Like, she is hella tanky. So my thing about that is, I kind of would like, I kind of think that the other one doesn't have armor shards. That's pretty interesting. It's not affected by armor shards, basically. So I was able to take my shirt off. Okay, I'm curious. I'm gonna test it. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. So damage vulnerability does work on Acolyte. Because I one-shot aim with just the explosion. And they all have the same stats, so...
I do not think the murmur will risk this, do you? You have but 60 seconds of life support remaining.
I used to watch a lot of that, just some guy, but
You have but 60 seconds of life support remaining.
apparently just some guy kind of sort of, you know, it's a whole complaining too much thing, where you kind of sort of build your channel off of complaining. Eventually people get fucking sick of it. Last time I checked up on his growth wasn't very good. I checked up on one of the views on like the latest video. It wasn't as like big as before. Every once in a while I'll check up on old YouTubers that I don't watch anymore. And they're either like super like growing really big if they're like one of those YouTubers who tend to be very positive, or the ones that they're just constantly complaining about shit. They have been falling off. I complain about stuff too, but like I don't think it's the entire show. Angry Joe show is kind of sort of like, I'm not entirely sure if it's that if it counts for him as well. But there's always an outlier in a situation. I know like a lot of people who complain about things for a living, they've sort of been falling off a little bit. Because all they do is complain. And yeah, like I said, eventually you get sick of it. I think I've sort of run into that situation myself actually. Whenever I don't like something and I make a video about it, I tend to get a lot of people saying disliking or less people liking, because I guess like they like it, so when they're watching a video on it they're expecting me to like it. But I think I'm like a tryhard, so like most creators are. So if it doesn't do enough damage for me, I'm not gonna like it. Like I'm just gonna straight up say that. And it's gotta be easy to utilize as well. Easy to sustain. What's another one? Kill acolytes. That's like another one. Damage acolytes. Sustainability. Usability. Those are all like 4 extremely important things to me. Because if a weapon is gonna stand on its own, it should stand on its own, you know? Which is why I'm very worried about the compressor prime. Because you're ready as a crit-based frame, so she needs a crit weapon when she gets primed. But because of the way the compressor works, it's been a shotgun specifically, an explosive shotgun. I'm not entirely certain if DE is going to allow it to do crits, you know?
Looks like you could use a bit of life support.
Because they, a lot of the time when they make a weapon, they gotta take into consideration how it's gonna work with like a bunch of other frames. And specifically since you're running this weapon, a shotgun doing orange crits is scary to Warframe. One that's specifically a AoE shotgun that does orange crits. It would be super scary to them. So I'm hoping they can get over their fear just once and give us the Ureli prime weapon that I've been waiting for. The thing is there's also a chance they can give her a completely different weapon that is inferior. Because like, I know DE loves to do that too, where they will give an inferior weapon to the Warframe because they think that it's better suited. And some people are like, oh, what do you mean inferior weapon? Nidus is a good example of this. He had infested weapons, and he never got his primed infested weapons. Even though as an infested that was primed, it is possible. Imagine the prime Hiradu. Literally capable of healing you with every crit, but like with better stats. Higher crit, higher status. Or the Hema. Instead they gave him weapons that are actually frankly and realistically less powerful. What else? What's another good example? Not Wisp, because Wisp didn't have had things added to her. There's some frames that are like that, where their prime got an inferior weapon. I'm hoping they don't do that with the brother. Yeah, I'll be happy with being able to orange crit, but I specifically want the compressor. If I get the compressor and the orange crits, I'm gonna be super happy. If I hit him directly with the bullet, would I do more damage? Okay, here we go. Oh, that works. Tried to hit him directly with the bullet, but I missed. And it was a little bit too high. But yeah, actually, according to my tests again, they actually do have different stats. And Ink's just as squishy, which means the same. So I don't entirely know the extent of the bubbles effect on them. But if it is actually accurate that if it's accurate that damage vulnerability doesn't work on them, then that's very unfortunate. Not the end of the world though, because you see how much damage I already do against them. I just wanted to do that. It's fun.
Your hard work is really paying off.
Do I have a monodel? I don't think I do. I'm not sure if I do. Kicked me in the face. Once you hit 30, guys, things are gonna click that that people have been trying to teach you. But honestly, because it is your prime, in some cases it is like too late, which is very, very unfortunate. So I try to make sure that I get the lessons out before people are like 30. I try to explain to them like they're human beings rather than forcing them like they're animals. But you know, all these explosions with all of this oil and stuff spraying everywhere, probably stinky. Yeah, explosions and stuff. For some reason, it's like I can almost imagine the smell of a broken engine, that or like a big machine that fucking explodes. Oh shit. Where is she going? Oh, that was a status rock. I must have hit her twice. I guess like when she's in puddle mode, remember she gets more damage reduction if you hit her in the puddle mode, so probably a good idea to chill. I'm curious what my compressor will do. I actually want to try that again. I keep trying to make the compressor work. I did make it work a couple times, but like I'd make it to work in a different way than other people. Because some people are like, oh, you gotta use empowered. Over here, like, I don't think I want to use empowered because the explosion does more damage than the empowered status effect thing. Yeah, I don't think I want to use empowered. Because I was testing it and found out that yes, it does actually do more damage. And not Mr. Walker, MC Gamer made a compressor video, but I never watched it. But my brain basically filled in the blanks because he's a huge fan of like, what you call it? So over here, like, he probably just used Empower, which I don't use Empower because when you calculate the damage, it's not as much damage as people think it is. Because when I test weapons with and without empowered builds, they usually do less damage than a flare build.
I shall put this one on the pile.
And last time I checked, I think that MC Gamer doesn't even have a flare, so I'm not sure about that. I know he doesn't have a full influence, but he does have like very few things that I have. So
That area has been permanently compromised. Extract.
you know, extract. I don't want to extract. I'm just gonna go push the thingy. Holy shit! I am not getting a neck. I'm getting a necromech. Fuck! I got stuck. I'm glad they got rid of sticky corners, but they always gotta put garbage everywhere.
You are out of options. Retreat to the sanctum.
I'm gonna go for an hour. And then I'm gonna go get something to eat.
Tick-tock. Time and oxygen are running out.
Why is oxygen running out so fast? It's not usually this fast, I don't think. I could be wrong though. Doesn't air go twice as fast as when it's in regular mode? Isn't that a thing?
Sending another capsule.
Sending another capsule. There we go. Like, Glacian. Does it suck or fuck? I don't know. It's kind of like in the middle for me. I didn't mention that in the video, but it's like, it's not bad, it's okay. And bad and okay are two different things. It's fine to be okay. Yeah. Actually, it's kind of fine to be bad too, but if you want to go with a weapon that like doesn't do damage or has very bad ammo sustain or something, and you just feel like you're comfortable with that, it's completely fine. I'm not gonna say it's not, because whatever you want to do, man, it's a video game. Oh. I think legitimately, I mentioned like my least liked mechanic in Warframe, and I think it's like legitimately the thing about losing a mission from something that isn't your fault. Because like whenever there's an objective that is not just like an objective but a stupid objective, oh my god, hitting directly with the bullet is so good. Anyway, whenever you have an objective that is stupid and actually puts itself in danger, that's not great. Like a defense target I can understand, but a defense target that is mobile, like Chipper is a good example. Chipper will fuck off so quickly, and it's like, damn, Chipper really did just run straight into a gunfire. When the arbitration one is like the best version because he goes to a player. So when he goes to a player, it is that player's duty to protect that guy. So it's not necessarily on the entire team unless you, they're too spread out. But it's mostly on the one that he goes to at the time. Because the one they go to at the time should be defending him. Which I think it's based on round. On the he switches every round. I know whenever he's on me, I know he's safe because I put up rather than I shut up and put up essentially. And I think that's like important. It's not put up or shut up, it's shut up and put up because your actions are more valuable than what you say. So you could say, oh, I'm like the best Wukong ever. But if you can't show that, then I don't think it's as valuable. Just say it, you know? Or like, my Nova can go for 2 hours and still pass survival. Probably. But you're just saying that it does. I think a good example is like how I would say my Gyre build went to 1 hour of steel path. But I never showed that. I could show it sometime though. I mean, like, I'm considering showing it, but that would take a whole entire hour out of a stream or something, or a recording, depending on the situation. And I would have to do the build 1 for 1, and I think I might have modified it slightly. I could be wrong though. Fun fact, the builds that are on videos sometimes are just modified in the background because you're in Warframe you're constantly making adjustments to your builds. There's no build is actually perfect, no matter how objectively good it is. You're still making adjustments and making compromises. You know? Meow, meow, meow.
60 seconds.
Meow. Okay, let's see. Let me get full incarnate. There we go. Thank you. That's 6900,000. No, not 6900,000. It's like 690,000. There we go. That was funny numbers. I like funny numbers. I once did 68 million, but I never did 69 million. I think you have to get a very specific setup to do that.
I do not think the murmur will wish this to you.
Meow, meow. I'm not entirely sure if I want to do anything else today. I love survival, but I don't do anything else. Like, I could go and do like, I could do disruption because I'm good at that one too. But I'm mostly good at like killing the disruption target, right? So I'm like, probably not. Also, I am under the impression, due to how high these numbers are, that this is multiplicative damage. So I'm only doing two statuses with a galvanized setup. So I am actually straight up convinced that this is multiplicative. Because I've seen multiplicative before, and this screams multiplicative. And I think I might have gotten it wrong with the other weapon though. Because I'll just straight up do like hundreds of thousands of damage. But like, I'm only doing two statuses, you know? It seems to be when it's galvanized, it does this amount of damage. There is also armor strip as well. There's also the huge chance that it could literally just be how much damage the weapon does. I'm not entirely sure, because if I remember correctly, I have done a million. But that was when I was shooting somebody else's galvanized target. Yeah. Curiosity. I think legitimately what I should work on, that's probably what I'm gonna reflect on, actually. Yeah, I'm gonna mark it here just to tell you guys. I've been talking about reflecting a lot, and I think I should tell you what I'm gonna reflect on now, is whether or not I should speak on drama as much. Because I remember speaking on drama earlier, and that seemed to be not a very fruitful thing to talk about. So I'm gonna probably stick to advice and the game. So I'm gonna see if I can practice that in my head for tomorrow. See if I can talk about the game and life advice more often. My life advice I'm gonna stick to, and the game is probably something I just wanna talk more about. When it comes to YouTube stuff, I think I might chalk that up to drama. You know, like me talking about other creators. So I'll talk less about other creators. It's probably a good idea. Every single time I talk about creators, I'm usually complaining about them. That's probably like tied to it. I don't want to complain too much. I think legitimately, the fact that the Ray situation is finally over feels so good. Oh my god. You're able to play your rally and not be told off by your entire team, by one of the members of your team. Not only are people tired of it, but because creators have updated their information finally, at a really good time to update their information, your Reddit is in such a good place. Infinite ammo and faster fire rate? Hell yeah! Yeah, give me that. Oh, that's so good.
Time and oxygen are running out.
I saw flashing, I think. Usually I don't play alone, but I think today playing alone feels right. It feels like I want to do this. Oops, I ran out of ammo. Constantly shaping up your build. I think I gotta do that this time too. Also, my food stamps apparently is trying to connect to me. Not entirely sure why. Food stamps, why you gotta connect to me? I don't want bad news. I guess hitting directly with a bullet is not as important as I thought it was. I think that guy wasn't even. I think I could literally just have shot him in the foot or something. Actually, I've done 1,000,000 damage with the what you call the Cuba Nucor. The Cuba Nucor is really good with your rally because it actually can crit, but the crits are super inconsistent. This is unfortunate. Oh! I actually had something like video gamey to talk about that isn't drama. Apparently, there's some creators who are making video games. Because apparently they've been around video games for so long, they figured that they know what people would like. And not all of them, but some of them, a lot of them they have good games because it has exactly what they would want to play, rather than what would get them a lot of money. I watched a lot of Asmon go, and apparently he has this one game. That Atomic Picnic, and I was like, I kind of want to watch that. I kind of want to play that because I wasn't paying attention to his what's it called, Starforge thing. Apparently, he has a business that does computers and video games, so I should see if I can check that out because I saw some Atomic Picnic gameplay earlier. And I'm interested because it looks very similar to Warframe. And a mixture between Warframe and like Dungeon Defenders 2. But Dungeon Defenders 2 has, you know, defenses, while Atomic Picnic just has combat. I think it's a roguelike. I'm not sure, but I know I'm very interested in it. I'm not sure if it has custom characters though, but I would really like it to have custom characters. Or at least heroes that have skins. But I like fashion. And I also like customizing characters, so that's what I'm hoping for. I like custom characters and I want to be a little hottie. time is it? Oh, it's 3. It's been 3 hours. Should I end it? I think I could go some more. I wanted to go for an hour. I'm still into it. So yeah, I'll keep going. I'll keep going. I'm having fun. I like having fun. Having fun is my favorite thing to do.
Looks like you could use a bit of life support.
Yeah, okay, so yeah, the bubbles do not work on acolytes. I have confirmed that. I have actually confirmed it. Bubbles do not work on acolytes. It does damage to them, but it just doesn't... It doesn't give them damage rotation. It doesn't give them damage vulnerability. That is super unfortunate. I actually thought I was giving them damage vulnerability, but apparently I'm not. I would have one-shot her. She would have absolutely gotten destroyed if I was able to affect her with that. Let me straighten up my back. I could do a really quick Netracell, just for the hell of it. No, I'm gonna stick to doing this last mission. We'll go to an hour and then we should be good. I'm excited for the next acolyte. I don't know why. Honestly, I think it's just like me switching up positions. I end up getting more blood flow. You know, with the what's it called? The e-boy, the femboy gaming pose with the extended butt. I'm sitting on my thighs. I actually feel it's pretty nice to sit like this. I'm gonna need some rest though. I think I might have messed up my back a little bit. That is a ridiculous amount of damage. Like, it's either multiplicative or it just does that much damage, and I'm not entirely sure. Man, I can't wait for First Descendant. I want to get Volby. I kind of wish, I kind of hope that they let us keep our characters from the beta. I think on the 26th or something, there's gonna be a beta, the final test. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you're that guy. got him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Also, I actually heard something interesting. Damage fluctuation doesn't work on when it's damage coming from something other than the player. So it's like if you can't see the number but it's doing damage to them, it does amazing damage. So in some cases, in some wacky builds, you can actually have a drone take out a acolyte, which is interesting. Although I was under the impression that a drone was player damage, but I guess I was wrong. I guess Wukong clones should do that too, right? Because I remember hearing that Wukong's clone, it doesn't show numbers, and one of the main things that Wukong has above most frames is his acolyte killing ability. Oh, at least it used to be that way. Then they nerfed him. Well, they changed him to be more active, and people just don't click on things. Instead, they just use the 4 build, or they hold on to the past and try their clone build to see if it's still gonna work, which is unfortunate. Just pure red numbers. Oh, never mind. It's gone. Hello, sir. Yeah. There we go. Look at you. Just explosions all around. Yay. Hello, sir. Goodbye. I used to love the dual Toxicus, but now the Atomos just is like my favorite thing ever. I need more explosive primary secondaries. Specifically, I want to have a set of like projectile explosive ones that have more damage to the explosion. Not entirely sure what I want to use for that. Oh, also, I found out just by looking at my menu for last night that I have a weapon that I can build that is a weapon I've been wanting to build for several months. Actually, no, it's been about 2 years since I found out that weapon existed, that I wanted it. Just because, like, I never see anybody with it, so I'm very curious how it works. It's called the Acidai, I think. I'm not sure. I've never seen anybody use the Acidai before, and I want to use it. Oh, you can destroy these rocks. That's cool. Wow. That's a neat detail. Yeah, destructible environments. I didn't know that. Oh, what's that? Oh, yes, this. This kind of reminds me of the Bolt of Glass. Those weird blocks of stone that are just floating in midair. So I guess Warframe also took something from there. Which is, I guess, their platforming levels, which I don't think I know anybody personally who likes Destiny's platforming. I'm not entirely sure, but I could be wrong. Every single time I talk about platforming in Destiny, they usually have something to complain about. And I usually do. But Destiny stole K-Drive, and I was super like nervous because I didn't because of like the whole hating K-Drive thing, to watch any of the videos that we're comparing it to. And besides, there's a bunch of Destiny creators anyway, so I'm over here like, nah. I know what's his face. Pupsker was saying that it was goofy. I'm over here like, that's an entire like section of Warframe that is a lot more valid than people think it is. Literally the people who like to play Ureli. But I know he hates Ureli, so it makes sense that he would make a video like that. Like, oh, she's fixed because she has the augment. Yeah, well, most Urelis I run into don't even use the fucking augment, and they're really good with the board, so not entirely sure how fixed that is. That's like the thing I actually wanted to like make sure I get across, is that most Urelis are not using the augment. They only use the augment sometimes when they want to use the primary for some reason. But I think I heard something really interesting, is that if you're gonna be using the augment, might as well just use a different frame that can do it better, like Neja or something. And I'm like, that's a good point. Neja has damage vulnerability, and Neja also has the same thing, but you don't need an augment. But I heard that from your running main as well.
I shall put this one on the pile. We're going to need a bigger sanctum.
Alright, we're good. We're good. It's been 3 hours. I don't have much else to do. Alright. I guess I'm done. Let me see. I'm also gonna show you guys the apple. Oh, not W. The acid eye, not apple. What was I thinking? The acid eye is fun. Well, I don't know how fun it is honestly because I haven't tried it yet. But the acid eye is building. Might be good. Acid eye. Oh, it's not done yet. Never mind. Never mind, guys. But yeah, have wonderful, wonderful nightmares. I will see you in them. And if you're watching my content, I know you're into it. Honey, honey. Good night. Oh. Acid eye? How about candy for the eye? Good night.